And I'm joined by head men's basketball coach Joe Reilly. Coach, as again, it's a great atmosphere on campus. How does it feel for you to be out here today?
Well, I was out here early setting up for a tailgate. We've combined forces with the men's ice hockey team for a tailgate, and at 8:30, the parking lot was starting to fill up, and there's a real good buzz in the air today. People are excited. Football's 4-0, and expecting a great game today.
Yeah, most definitely a big buzz in the air. Walking around campus, you hear students talking about it, you hear faculty, so it's going to be a fun day to be out here. But turning over to basketball, as I said to our viewers, we're going to be covering you this winter. You guys had a great year last year, staple season, 20 wins, I believe. And what are some of the keys that you, as coaches and players, have been working on over the off season to prepare for this season?
Well, we were really proud of our season last year, winning 20 games for the first time in the history of the program. We only lost one player, but it's a big loss. Jason Mendel was a 2-year captain. He was a 1,000-point scorer. He played the 3 position for us, and he was a real good shooter and a very good rebounder. So we need someone to fill his shoes, and we feel we have a few guys that can do that. So I think that's one of the main things that we have to do is that he had a lot of experience, and he was a proven scorer in big games. And we feel like Julian Harris, who's a junior, we feel like he could step in. Sophomore Avery Robinson has had a great offseason. And there are a couple other freshmen that are going to have a chance to compete because that's the one position that there's more of a question mark than the others.
Okay, perfect. Talking to you in the past, we've touched on the transition and the building of the program that you've been going through since your time coming to Wesleyan. What's that been like, and where would you gauge where the program's at thus far?
Well, you can't rush building a program if you want to do it right. So it's one step at a time, and this will be the first year that the entire roster will be all my recruits, and I think we're attracting the right type of student athlete to Wesleyan. Obviously, with admissions, I mean they have to be top-notch students, and they're really committed academically. But we also have guys that are very committed to basketball. And this preseason, the first ranking came out in D3 hoops, and we made it into the top 25, and that's another first. We're doing a few firsts here for the Cardinal basketball program, and we're proud of that we're being recognized on the national scale, that we're a program that can compete. But as great as that is, we haven't done anything yet, and we need to make that next step. And the next step is the hardest. So we feel like we've proven we can beat the top teams and we can play with anybody. But we have to win at a more even consistent level this year.
Yeah, congrats, as you mentioned, on the top 25 for D3. As a coach, seeing that recognition early in the season, what do you do to get in the players' heads and just make sure that everyone's on the right mindset heading into a season like this?
Yeah, you definitely want to use that as motivation and not have it be a demotivating factor for the guys. So it's it's uncharted waters for us. We've always had a chip on our shoulder the last couple of years, trying to prove that we deserve some national recognition. And now that we have achieved a little bit of that national recognition, we got to put it into that last gear and keep going forward. The key is we have great senior leadership. We have 6 seniors. These guys have been with me for 3 years. I feel like they've been with me for 4 because I recruited them so heavily when they were seniors in high school. And they're not satisfied with what their career has been. And I think this year will hopefully be a defining moment for the legacy that they're going to leave behind.
Perfect. Well, we're definitely looking forward to it here at West Pregame. I'm sure most of the viewers and the students on campus are as well. And thanks again for stopping by today. I know you've been busy tailgating and such, but again, thanks, and we'll see you later in the year.
Thanks for having me. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.